Rec League Podcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your haters. Available on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, Pocket Cast, Podchaser, and Stitcher. At Rec League Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. At Rec League Pod on Twitter. Episode 54 coming soon. Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram or YouTube itself. What up, world? So, I just watched Coming to America. It is the sequel to the 1988 classic, Coming to America. I'm coming to America. It stars Eddie Murphy in multiple roles, Arsenio Hall in multiple roles, Jermaine Fowler, Sherry Headley, Leslie Jones, Kiki Lane, Wesley Snipes, Tracy Morgan, James Earl Jones, John Amos. They brought back so many iconic characters from the original, except Eric LaSalle. But on the real, like, how was you gonna fit the Soul Glow into a 30-year-old sequel? It is. I know I forgot a lot of people. This is an abundant cast. Tiana Taylor is in this. Rick Ross is in this. Rotimi Dre from the show Power is in this. And it's directed by Craig Brewer, who also directed Hustle and Flow, Black Snake Moan, the Footloose remake, and most recently he directed Dolomite Is My Name, also with Eddie Murphy and Wesley Snipes. You got Prince Akeem Jofar. He moves up through where he learns of something, and so some shit gets retconned to make this movie work. And like it's not a forced sequel if you can buy into the writing, which who's to say? So I'm rolling with it. He has to go back to America to find his son he never knew about, because only a male can take over the throne in Zamunda, and Eddie Murphy and Lisa only had daughters, and we have our movie. See, like, obviously you see this is one of my most anticipated movies of the year. I was extremely excited. Like, that teaser trailer was just characters from the original cutting up in the same way they did in the original, but I was excited. Like, I loved the initial trailer, and I think it's the only trailer I saw. But prolonged sequels have a bad reputation. This, in my opinion, like, it depends on what you as a viewer think is a good sequel that came out way too long after the original. See, you had on the horrible, in my opinion, end of the prolonged sequel spectrum, you have your Hot Tub Time Machine 2s, your Dumb and Dumber 2s, your Zoolander 2s that are absolute ass cheeks. Then you have your Anchorman 2s, which don't meet the original, but aren't that bad. And this is Coming to America. It's number 2 in the title. I don't like the title, but what else were they going to call it? Coming to America 2. Find My Long Lost Son. This has a lot of funny moments, but it's not as funny, and at the end of the day won't be as memorable as the original. But who knows, in 30 years? In 30 years, people could be like, oh, Coming to America is amazing. That's one of my all-time favorite movies. It's good, and it's not like... Did I say Jermaine Fowler in the cast? Because he's the most important character in the movie. Him and Leslie Jones end up just living lavish, you know what I'm saying? And Jermaine Fowler plays the long lost son, and he is training, basically. There are similarities to the original. There are laughs. There are a lot of callbacks and references. there are some characters that are shoehorned in that serve absolutely no purpose, but I mean, it was cool. You know what I'm saying? It was nostalgia. This is one that I wish would have originally kept that December release date, because this is one that I felt like needed to be seen in a theater, but I don't know, Paramount bailed, Amazon, and this has nothing to do with nothing, but why did Paramount sell distribution to Amazon and it got released the exact same weekend that the Paramount Plus streaming service started? Or change, because it was CBS All Access converted to Paramount Plus. It was always the same shit. But why didn't Paramount just put this movie in its back pocket, and it could, along with the SpongeBob Sponge on the Run movie, could have been like the big selling, like, hey, come subscribe to Paramount Plus. We got the Coming to America sequel. But like, that's just me overthinking shit, because this is funny. This is like Eddie Murphy and Arsenio still cut up. Like Louis Anderson, John Amos, like you still have those characters from the original. It references, and like the first movie has become legend as far as Eddie Murphy's character and Zamunda and then like what's up with Wesley Snipes playing antagonistic characters in Eddie Murphy movies directed by Craig Brewer? They got to make that an unofficial trilogy. Like, I need the next one. Like obviously Eddie, obviously Arsenio, but the standout performances to me were Wesley Snipes and Leslie Jones. Like they're always like there. Like, Wesley Snipes is funny. Like, I'm saying Rick Ross is in this. He's in one scene. It's not even a memorable scene, but it progresses the story. I like how it all played out. Like, I like how everything unfolded. But like I said, like, this isn't one of the bad sequels that came out way too long after the original. Technically, 33 years. It's more Anchorman 2 than Zoolander 2, and I think that's a good thing. I hope like Dolomite, Coming to America, like I hope this continues, like Eddie Murphy coming out in more movies. Hopefully Beverly Hills Cop 4. I think that like the ink is already dry that Netflix has agreed to release that one. So with all that being said, man, I will say that in my opinion, Coming to America is almost dope. Have you seen Coming to America? What you think about it, man? Positive, negative, somewhere in between? Let me know. I recently posted reviews for Chaos Walking, a WandaVision overall series review, the SpongeBob movie Sponge on the Run, Boss Level, Tom and Jerry. Check those out, man. I got a Raya and the Last Dragon review coming right around the corner. Next weekend, I want to review Cherry with Tom Holland, directed by the Russo brothers. And then the weekend after that is sketchy. I will watch and review the Snyder Cut, God willing, Zack Snyder's Justice League. And then City of Lies, the Johnny Depp, Forrest Whitaker cops involving the murder of Biggie and Tupac movie, supposedly is coming out that weekend. And then the Nicolas Cage Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent is still scheduled for that weekend. So I'm going to have one review for sure, but I don't know about the other two. We're talking to Eddie Murphy on the podcast. Look out for that over the next couple of days, man. Like, subscribe, comments. Find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me? Watch these credits. Peace.